What is up, guys? Bladed Angel here. So, ever since owning my Mustang, I've developed a lot of habits, and before you comment down below, oh, but your Mustang's a muscle or pony car, it's not a sports car, we're just going in general automotive terms here, because a lot of, automotive websites do just refer to a whole bunch of cars as sports cars. So, bear with me. With that said, let's get right into the video. So one of the habits I've developed recently is the fact that I enter my car butt first. And if you're someone who owns, a low slung car, you enter your car butt first. So if you watch any supercar owner here on YouTube, like Vehicle Virgins, if you see how he gets into his Lamborghini. Another habit that I found myself doing is that I always run premium gas, and that obviously will mostly depend on the fact of what your car recommends, but for the Mustang GT, it does recommend premium gas, especially to achieve its horsepower figures. So I believe it's about an 8 horsepower difference if I do decide to run 87 as opposed to 93 premium. So it's not a total huge end of the world, but at the end of the day, that does matter to me personally, and I do just prefer to run premium since I do like the car and it's a nice car, so I'm gonna run it more. And that's something I never found myself doing with my old car. Another thing that I never really did back when I owned the Sentra is I didn't really care much about cleaning the thing. And I normally just took it through a car wash, and I'm absolutely guilty of that. However, ever since owning my Mustang, I clean it by hand all the time. I just hand wash the car. If I'm ever out traveling, which I have been doing a lot recently, I'll just go to one of those self car washes and use one of those instead of, even a touchless wash isn't quite exactly recommended, or, a traditional car wash, which practically looks like a death trap to anyone who cares about their paint. So that's something that I am definitely doing a lot more, and I'm sure that's a habit that a lot of sports car owners have gotten used to, which is the fact that we just wash our own cars. When I first bought the car, I was driving with AC off a lot just because I was launching it all the time, and I wanted to, get all the potential out of its engine as much as I could out of it. And if you don't know much about cars, you're probably a little bit confused. You're wondering how does turning the AC off make a difference? Believe it or not, it does. And that's why a lot of race cars don't even have AC in the first place. It's not really so much so the system weighing anything, it's the fact that when it's on, it does consume some energy. And finally, the last habit I've developed is that whenever I go anywhere, whenever I park anywhere, I park as far away as every other car as I possibly can. So I know this is the exact opposite of, a normal person or, regular car, non-car people, because they try to just park as close as possible, to walk as little as possible. If you own a nice sports car, you don't want anyone banging their doors against yours or potentially messing up your paint, or unfortunately I have dealt with some, my car does actually it did get keyed right underneath its driver's side door, and that was during college. Literally, I only had it on college campus for 1 week and that happened, so I'm a bit salty. But, people get jealous, and it's an unfortunate reality, but if you keep it further away from people, because if there's anything I've learned about American culture, because as an American myself, is that since people park up close, that already implies that they're really lazy and they don't want to walk a long distance. So by having your car all the way in the back, they're not going to go out of their way to walk all the way over there to scratch it. They may not even see it. And yes, that means you're going to walk a long distance to everywhere you go, no matter where you park, but it's not a big deal at all. I personally it gives me peace of mind, and I'm sure to other sports car owners, this is a habit you've gotten completely used to by now. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like an automotive channel that uploads regularly, then make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share with friends. And other than that, Blade Angel out.